Hi everybody, Rob Mohedge from Avant Communications. Really good to see you all here today. I've got John Deloja, Drew Lidecker and Keith Jackson all here today with me, and we're here to talk about our combined success, both giving each other the award for International Providers or Partners of the Year. So we really wanted to get together today to talk about how we got here and also why we are so successful together. So to kick things off, I wanted to introduce John and Drew. So today they're going to talk about how this all started and really where they've come from, you know, where this all began in Europe from the US, of course. So John and Drew, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Rob. And Drew, I know you got a great story to start us off, but Drew and I like to hang out together because we just reward each other all day. So this is really what it's about, right? Anytime we're together, he's my marketing department and I'm his. So Drew, how did this all start, this international experience?
I had to look it up before we started talking about it, and I'm sure Keith and Rob remember it vividly. But as a matter of fact, Ian and I, my business partner and I, Ian Kinniger, the CEO, went on an exploration trip for a customer in 2010, and it was my first trip ever to London. And boom, the volcano went off. The timing could not have been any more perfect, meaning to get stuck in Europe. And so the volcano went off in 2010. We were holed up at this amazing hotel that a friend of mine who was VP of got us a special discount on. And we really shouldn't have been there because we had, next to no money to be spending in London. And I can remember that being one of probably the greatest experiences of my life. It was myself and Shane McNamara, who runs operations for Avant, and the three of us sharing a hotel together in London, learning everything England for almost 2.5 weeks. And it was like Groundhog Day every day. And I bring it up because I can remember saying, this is the greatest place on earth, in my opinion, right? I fell in love hard. And I said, one day we're going to be lucky enough to say that we have incredible partnerships. We're doing revenue out of Europe, and it's going to be a smashing success. And here we are. So that's how it got started. And that's how it is. I'm telling you, I could talk for literally 2 hours about those 2 weeks, but that's really how it got started.
That's amazing. And that's, first of all, being stuck in London, there's worse places to be stuck. And like you, it's one of my favorite places in the world. Anytime I get stuck there, I end up in a pub with Keith, but that's a whole nother story. But the 8x8 story is somewhat similar. We really had a business that was kind of a stop and start in the UK when I came in 3 years ago. And we didn't have the right people. We didn't have the right program. We didn't have the right connections, and certainly didn't have the right partners on the ground for the most part. And so, how committed I am to globalization and what's happened here at 8x8. And so pretty soon we made that commitment, build a program fit for purpose, build a team fit for purpose. The amazing Keith Jackson entered stage left, and the rest is history. And so here we are today. So Keith and Rob, you got a rich heritage here that you're taking from us and obviously running down the road in a fast way. What are your thoughts on this whole thing?
I think me and Rob speak about this quite often. When we met 4.5, 5 years ago, when the whole master agency thing came to the UK, we were sitting in a pub looking at each other going, we've got 3 or 4 partners. How the hell are we going to make a success of this? Now we're talking 7-digit revenues that are coming through. 55% of pipeline is combo pipeline with hundreds of partners in the community that go through both our enablement program as well as the Avant team. I mean, you look back on it and it's like, holy hell, we've done a hell of a lot in the last half a decade. And we've taken all the learnings from you two over in the US and brought those practices here. The thing that I love is you've let us localize it for the local markets because you understand what an explosive area we're in right now. Would you agree with that, Rob?
Absolutely. I think what we've done is literally parachuted the master agency US model into the UK and Europe, and then just tweaked it slightly to adhere to this just nuances of the culture here. And it's a big culture change. And generally the market is completely different, right? And going back to your first comment about when we first got together in that pub and looked at each other like, what are we going to do here? How are we going to do it? That was pretty much my first day at Avant, right? I was like, great opportunity. Now, what the hell am I going to do? But, I think it's a testament to the model and the business and the way it's structured that we are very much all focused on creating success and making it easy. I think, Drew, you talk about this all the time. It's the easy button. And without that easy button, I think it would have been a hell of a lot harder for all of us to be where we are today.
You know what the hardest thing was? And Keith, it goes back to the comment around there's only 3 of them, 3 or 4 partners, but then they're like gremlins. They just keep multiplying, right? Because the education of us getting out there together and being like, you don't need to be a reseller. You don't need to be putting everything on your back. You don't need to take the liability. This is a movement. You need to be a part of this right now. You need to take advantage of this right now. And I think once that message started resonating, right, it was like, this sounds too good to be true. I'm all in, right? And I think that's what's so exciting about it. I mean, it's clearly become a movement in the United States, right? I mean, there's 10,000 different trusted advisors or more across the US helping people transform. But the opportunity in Europe still is like kind of nothing I've ever seen in my life right now. And to collectively be a part of that, to start that with you guys, it's just been unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, well, Avant International Partner of the Year last year. We end our fiscal year here in 14 days, and so the all the numbers haven't been counted up, but I'm feeling pretty good about where it's headed again this year. And I will tell you that it is exactly what you said. This operate from anywhere opportunity that was absolutely accelerated because of the pandemic, but was already in motion. Drew, you and I both know that it is accelerated twice as fast in Europe and the UK. And that is really what's exciting about this partnership and this relationship. Sometimes it just works. Sometimes it just matches up. And Rob, I got to tell you, you coming into the Avant world and seeing what you've been able to do in a very short time has been pretty amazing to all of us to watch. And so we're grateful for you, grateful for that hard work and that partnership, et cetera. And 8x8 is going to keep trying to live up to the standard that Avant, quite frankly, has reset, not only in the UK, but to some degree in the US as well. So we're going to keep trucking with you.
Yeah, thank you, JD. I think that goes back towards your team as well, Keith's team on the ground, because I think the reason for why we've been able to help partners in the way we have and work together so well, almost glued, joined at the hip in some cases, is that those individuals understand what we do and we understand what they do. And more importantly, they understand that combined, that's a really comprehensive offer to the client, the end user, to also the partner. So they see the opportunity that it creates. They think that we can help them and they help us. And I think that's just created a brilliant atmosphere. We love going out, having fun together, of course, all that, well, when we can, of course. But the key thing for us is all of us know each other well. We know how we work and we understand what our goals are. And I think when we're all aligned like that, it's a dangerous combination, right?
Yeah. My only question, Drew, is, I mean, we've done all the press on 8x8 winning, your international provider / supplier of the year. Keith, where are you going to put that piece of glass? Does it sit in your office here at home? Is it going
there she is.
Oh, I can't wait to get into the office. Like, I'm genuinely excited to get the Avant team, us, my channel team, the rest of the sales guys, because it truly is like a family. We're going to celebrate when that award comes. Yes, we'll put it up behind me because I'm going to be proud to put that on display. But it'll be nice to have it back in the office and get all of you guys together again for a beer.
Yeah, Drew, you were talking about relationships pre-call, and obviously ours goes back a long way now. Will you hit on that? Just because I think it's big. I think it's important. It gets overlooked.
Well, I think thank you for recognizing our Rob, because we've been recognizing him nonstop for what he's done on his own with us out there. Has just been nothing short of a miracle to a degree. And I mean that, with all intention, because, this is brand new. This whole model is brand new, and this platform is brand new, and it's been embraced so well, and they've built such great relationships. But to Keith and Rob's point, these two get along like no one else, right? They see exactly the same things. They see the opportunity at hand. And then the entire team 8x8 has in Europe, right? I walk into the 8x8 office and it's like a college reunion when I walk in there, right? Everybody knows who we are. They know what we're doing. They know what we're about. They feel the energy. And what Keith has been able to do with your entire organization supporting our customers has been nothing short of also a miracle too. Because I say this just because when it's all new, you have to have the right team. You have to have lightning in a bottle. And I think over the last few years, we've had lightning in a bottle. And the coolest part about the whole thing is it's just the beginning. And so for anyone watching out there that has not been a part of this, get on board. This bus is ripping right now. And we're looking for as many amazing partners to join both of us on this epic journey of transformation that I don't know if we'll ever get this opportunity again, at least not, in the near term, like what we're going through right now with unified communication, CCAS, and a platform and, a company like 8x8.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I can't thank you enough, Drew and Rob. Thank you for the support from a global perspective. We know that this industry, to Drew's point, is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The trusted advisors have an incredible opportunity. We also know, if you're based in the UK or based in the US, that your business is now globalized, period. Like if you're not on that bandwagon, you're going to miss the boat. I mean, it is important to know that regardless of where your customers are based, that this is a global opportunity and you're looking at global leadership for a few great companies. So Rob, thanks for bringing us together on this thing. I mean, of course, Drew and I could go on and on and on, but it's really about you and Keith. So thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. I think, we couldn't have done it without your support from both of you. I know you're thousands of miles away, but you're always here with us, even during the time that during COVID, we know we've connected so much and had your advice, and can't thank you enough for it. And the partnership is where it is based on that, right? And Keith and I go back a long time, but also we need support on every stack. And I think that's, every area of the businesses. And I think that shines through with this partnership massively.
Awesome.
Great. I think you guys just need to start thinking what award you're going to give us for next year, because we're going to keep smashing it out of the park.
Yeah, and likewise, obviously vice versa. Guys, thanks a ton. It's a great partnership. Really appreciate the time.
Thank you, JD.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.